I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not going for anything actually. You're just gonna go for it. What are you feeling?
You know what? I am feeling like let's do some good news. Let's keep the good news rolling.
Okay. I'm glad you say keep the good news rolling because that means that everything we've just been talking about is good news.
It is.
Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know if this is too mainstream actually. This one's from CNN Business. This is June 6, 2024. It's a 2-minute read by Oliver Dart. I love that they put it in minutes and they don't put it in amount of words.
Yeah, I know.
Word count seems daunting.
Do you feel a little pressure to meet that speed?
Now that you said it.
I kind of feel like they put a deadline on there, like, hey, you got to get in and get out.
I know. And anytime I'm being timed on something or reading next to somebody, I'm feeling that pressure because I don't think I'm a horrible reader, but I always finish slower than the other people reading. I don't know why I'm telling you guys all that, I guess. Just remember when I said that I just keep talking when I shouldn't be saying things? That's me disclosing everything. Anyhow, Alex Jones agrees to liquidate his assets to pay Sandy Hook families in move that would end his ownership of InfoWars.
Oh, man.
Nobody start the 2-minute timer now, but here we go. Right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones on Thursday moved to liquidate his personal assets, agreeing to demands from the families of Sandy Hook victims, whom he owes more than $1.5 billion in damages over his lies about the 2012 school massacre. If that is not good news, I love that number. There's no way InfoWars is worth that much.
It's not. He's also hidden a ton of money.
Would believe that he did that. The seismic move paves the way for a future in which Jones no longer owns InfoWars, the influential conspiracy empire he founded in the late 1990s. That's how long?
Yeah.
Over the years, Jones has not only used the media company to poison the public discourse with vile lies and conspiracy theories, but also to enrich himself to the tune of millions of dollars. Prior to Thursday, Jones had resisting converting his personal bankruptcy into a Chapter 7 liquidation, but facing mounting legal pressure, he reversed course and caved into the demands of the Sandy Hook families, who have still not seen a penny from Jones since juries in Connecticut and Texas found him liable in 2022 for defamation and emotional distress. His lawyers said in a filing that there was, quote, no reasonable prospect for a successful reorganization, end quote, and that continuing down the path would only result in additional expenses incurred by Jones. The legal maneuver ultimately means Jones's ownership in the free speech system is going to get sold. Avi Moshenberg, an attorney who represented some of the Sandy Hook families, told CNN on Thursday night, referencing the parent company of InfoWars, Free Speech Systems. Converting the case to Chapter 7 will hasten the end of these bankruptcies and facilitate the liquidation of Jones's assets, which is the same reason we have moved to convert his company case to Chapter 7. Chris Matai, another attorney representing Sandy Hook family, told CNN. Jones technically has not controlled the InfoWars business for some time, given that Free Speech System has also filed for bankruptcy protection. The company's business has thus been under the supervision of a court-appointed restructuring officer. A hearing is scheduled for next Friday to determine the fate of Free Speech System's bankruptcy. But regardless of what happens in that case, Thursday's legal move sets the stage for a court-appointed trustee to liquidate Jones's personal assets, which includes his stake in InfoWars. Liquidation of Jones's assets does not mean that InfoWars will cease to exist. Several outcomes are possible. The court-appointed trustee could sell the business to another owner, for instance. A representative for Jones did not immediately respond to a request for comment Thursday night. End article.
I love when they add that in articles. That means they sent out that email right before they posted it just to cover their ass. It does. It says immediately, which means they sent the email and then they posted it.
I don't disagree with that. It's a feel-good article.
It is. If you want to learn more about what's all going on here, again, the podcast Knowledge Fight is specifically about Alex Jones and InfoWars and debunking and just following the trajectory of everything that's going on. Episode 930, particularly, is where he gets really drunk on air and talks about when he realized that they're going to force the sale of free speech systems. Free speechers? FSS. I can never remember.
Free speech something.
Yeah. It should be noted, more good news here, Chelsea.
Yeah.
The $1.5 billion that he owes the Sandy Hook families, it is not dischargeable debt in a bankruptcy. So even though he's declared bankruptcy, he still owes them $1.5 billion.
That is even more good news. I love that. And especially he made so much money off of this. Good.
Yeah. And if you've heard that this is an injustice and that Alex Jones was done bad by what happened here, you need to go listen to the formulaic objection episodes of Knowledge Fight. They are breaking down the depositions in the Alex Jones cases, where you actually get to hear everybody involved on the InfoWars sides get questioned on what happened. And my God, it just opens your eyes so much about how awful of human beings they are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Glad this really opened it up to
more info from them
to listen to. Yeah.
And Alex Jones knew this was coming too, because around the start of June, instead of telling people to buy supplements from their website, he started telling them to go to his dad's website to go buy supplements from him. So he's trying to avoid money coming to him that would have to go to the Sandy Hook families. But weirdly enough, it came up in episodes of the Formulaic Objection where they're trying to figure out corporate structure. Alex Jones's dad, he's a dentist by trade, but he's involved in InfoWars. He owns a company called PQPR, I believe. But Alex Jones owns 80% of that company through a trust. So he's just trying to hide money somewhere else, and I'm fairly certain it's going to get caught.
And is that illegal?
It's illegal to hide money from bankruptcy. And if that's all he's trying to do, he's in deep shit.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot coming up in the next little while. I'm very curious to see how it goes, and especially if there's going to be an auction off for, say, like the internet site InfoWars, so that you can get that address.
We want it?
No, we couldn't afford it. But if you want to buy it for somebody, the people at Knowledge Fight are trying to put a group together to buy it for them.
I could get more behind that than us. We don't need it. They probably would like it more.
Yeah.
Okay. That was our feel-good episode for the day.
Yeah, and I probably just gave you at least 48 hours of podcasts to listen to. As you heard, there's at least 930 episodes, so get listening if you want to. If not, we'll see you in 48 hours for our show. Bye.
Bye.